Peace, love, and light, my dear Capricorns. Welcome to my channel. I'm Butterfly Tarot, and it is I, the Butterfly. And I'm here to give you this Celtic cross spread for your relationship spread for April 2021. Guys, remember, this is a general reading, so some things may resonate while other things may not. I'm just going to hop on into this reading. So we're going to look at what's going on with you and the person you're dealing with. This may read from your side or may read from the person you're dealing with side. I'll be able to tell by the way that the cards fall. So let's just go along and see what's going on. And like I said, it's a general reading, so some things may resonate, a lot of things may not. Or this very well may not be your story at all. Alrighty. Okay. So, alright, the current situation is the King of Cups in the reverse. You could be dealing with Cancer, a Pisces, or a Scorpio. But it doesn't have to be. It could be somebody who has strong water in their chart. Or it could mean that it's just talking about your emotions or the emotions of the person that you are dealing with. So we have the King of Cups in reverse. So this could mean several things. Sorry. That the person you're dealing with or you could be suffering from some form of depression. That you are not, that you cut off your feelings, or that this person has cut off their feelings to you. And I'm going to look at it from your perspective, actually. That you have cut off your emotions towards this King of Cups person. That you are no longer with the Page of Swords in reverse. That there's no communication between the two of you. And the underlying energy is the Three of Pentacles. So in the reverse. So it's saying that you may have cut them off because of a third-party situation. That you're no longer talking to them. You're no longer speaking to them. And there's a lack of communication. And it could be that this person, sometimes the King of Cups can be a person who is emotionally manipulative. So you could have cut them off because of them being emotionally manipulative or just being manipulative in general. Past energy, Hierophant. You could have been married to this person. Or this person, you probably wanted to get married to this person, or you wanted a higher commitment from this person, okay? So currently it's talking about you cut off somebody because they would not commit to you. And the Three of Coins in reverse can talk about a lack of collaboration, that you wanted to come together with this person, but none of those things worked. And it could have been either because of a third-party energy or because of a lack of communication. And third-party energy, we're just saying that the communication was extremely poor in your relationship. But with that King Cups in reverse, the King Cups can be a manipulative person. It could be a person who suffers from mood disorders like depression, bipolar, anxiety. But it also could be a person who has turned stony-hearted on you. You know, it just cut off their emotions towards you. So in order to protect yourself, you had to cut them off. So it could have been any of those scenarios. This is a general reading, so I'm trying to give you all the scenarios. Like I said, past energy is the Hierophant. You could have been married to this person. If not, it's saying that you wanted a higher sense of commitment from them. Okay? Why is that Hierophant there in the past energy? Don't mind my voice. It's early here, so I'm trying to get these readings done before I get off to work. Oh, Queen of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So why is this Queen of Swords in reverse here in past energy? Moon card and Judgment. Alright, so it seems to me that you may have turned cold on this person and walked away from them. You didn't want to, but you felt as though that you had to. You had to make a decision to leave because it look you're the if they're the King of Cups and you're the Queen of Swords in the reverse, it's saying that you had to cut off your emotions towards this person. And with that Eight of Cups is walking away. You had to judge and make a decision. You had to do what was best for you because most likely you wanted a commitment and this person wouldn't give it to you, so you had to move on. If you took on the Queen of Swords in reverse energy, it could be talking about that. Or the Queen of Swords can also represent a female figure, Aquarius female, or a Gemini female, or Libra female, who was a third party person in the middle of your situation. Because I said the Three of Pentacles is here. So with this Queen of Swords in the reverse, it's telling me that either you walked away from this person because you actually wanted a commitment from this person, but it did not work. You had to walk away from what no longer served you. With the Queen of Swords in reverse, this could be a mother-in-law, this could be a sister, this could be a relative, this could be any female person in this person's life that was blocking the connection between the two of you. So it's saying that you had to walk away from, you had to make the decision. You wanted a commitment, you wanted something higher, and you had to walk away. You had to make the decision to walk away because it looks like to me that there was this third party energy, that there was somebody, most likely an air person, an air sign, Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra, who was blocking the connection between the two of you. Okay? So what are your crowning thoughts concerning the situation with you and the person that you're dealing with? And it could be anybody. It could be Libra. I mean, not Libra. It could be an air, a fire, water, or earth person. It's just talking about the element of that card. Like this Queen of Swords can be that damn mother that's in their son's ear talking about, you know, you could do better or whatever, you know what I mean? Or, you know, just a negative female influence that comes out of jealousy. Because I'm looking at the way that this is happening here. Um, yes, the Queen of Swords could be a very jealous person, and she does things out of her own misery. When she gets miserable, she doesn't like to see anybody else happy. And so she, if you would do your research on the Queen of Swords, she can represent, in the reverse, she can represent the other woman, but she can also represent that blocker, that person that doesn't want to see people happy, because the Queen of Swords tends to be a very miserable person. She tends to be constantly alone and single. Okay? So crowning thoughts, Justice in reverse and Seven of Cups in reverse. So it looks like you just made it up in your mind that this is just something that you have to let go. You've come to the realization. And I'm saying this is your crowning thoughts concerning the situation, that it's just something that is just not worth pursuing, because with the Justice in reverse, now you could have been married to this person because the Hierophant's there and the Justice is in reverse. You could have gone through a divorce with this person. But it's saying that with the Seven of Cups in reverse, that there's no more confusion or delusion. That if you were living in a story world of make-believe, you have made it up in your mind. But at the same time, you know, it's saying with the Four of Swords that your mind is restless about it. It's this Four of Swords in reverse sometimes carries the energy sort of like the Nine of Swords. but it's just talking about going over something over and over again, you know, in your mind, and just being restless about the 10 of Wands in reverse, about the way that things ended, that you're going over it and over it in your mind about how things have ended. And I think that the Four of Swords represents that you are unsettled the way that the relationship went and how it ended. And with that Seven of Cups in the reverse, it could be that you just had to accept that this is how it is, you know, that the way that it ended, you're like, how did it get to this? How did it get to this moment? What made it this? Okay. All right, so what's about to happen? We still have the Six of Cups. Oh, not Six of Cups, Six of Swords in the reverse. So it's saying a lack of movement, a lack of move in your mind. You're still thinking about this. You know, this is a lot of air energy. You could be dealing with the air sign, but it's saying to me, or a water sign, that you're mental. You're constantly thinking about this. And mentally, you're still thinking about and holding on to this situation. So it's telling me that Crown of Thoughts is saying that I should move on, but you're not. You keep rehashing the situation on how it played out. And you're looking at all the parties that were involved in the way that it turned out the way that it is. Because of the Seven of Swords. The reason why you can't move on, because you feel as though that something sneaky was afoot. So it's telling me that you're still dwelling in your mind. This is full of air. This whole thing is full of air. Really it is. Like, so you might be very well dealing with an air sign. But it's saying to me that you can't move on, and you felt it's saying the reason why you can't move on is because of the Seven of Swords. So now we go back up to this Seven of Cups in the reverse. So you feel as though that there was some sort of sneaky, deceptive sabotage that caused this ending, Death card. So the reason why you can't move on, because you feel as though that there was a lack of justice. There was a sense of injustice, that something happened, that there were parties that played. There were at least 3 people that played into the demise of your relationship, okay, between you and that other person. All right. Alrighty. I was going to pull another card, but I think I'm going to leave it there. So what is it that you fear? I don't know if you fear anything, because it looks like the worst had already happened. What do you fear? Oh, Two of Cups. The Two of Cups. Why would you fear the Two of Cups? Why is this Two of Cups there in the fears, my dear Capricorns? Two of Swords. So, the Two of Swords talks about indecision, but it also talks about ignoring, turning your back on a situation. Sometimes when I look at the Two of Swords, I know the eyes are closed and I see that the swords are up and the arms are crossed. For me, when I look at this card, it says to me that this person is guarded. That is why they're ignoring whatever, is because they are guarded, like they're guarding their heart. You see how her hands are crossed in front of her heart. Two of Cups. Two of Cups talks about soulmate energy. Talks about union. It talks about somebody who is your ideal mate. And maybe it is that you fear that this connection, maybe that this person has ignored you, and put you in the outs, that they're ignoring the connection that you have together. But it's also, could you both just be doing this to protect yourselves? This is full of air energy and water energy. So you're either dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And remember, roles can be reversed as well. But it looks like there was some outside influence that had corrupted your union. And so you had to walk away from this person and cut them off. And it's saying that even though you cut them off, you still are like dealing with that energy. Like you see things for what they are, but you keep rehashing about what has gone on. So how do others see the situation? That are people who know you and of your situation. How do they see it? Strength card in reverse. You may be dealing with the Leo. Why is the Strength card in reverse here? And the Hermit. That you gave up. You gave up and you pulled away. So the people who know you know that you gave up and pulled away. That you didn't have the strength to fight for the situation. So you withdrew and you went into hiding. I'm just peeking. World card in the reverse. Unfinished business. The saga continues, that this story is not over. Even though you may have pulled away, it's saying that others who know you know that this situation is not over between you and that person. But for now, you are trying to do what's best for your mind. When the Hermit pulls away because the Hermit knows what's best for oneself. That the Hermit knows when to throw in the towel because the Hermit is a wise person. So it's telling me that this situation is not finished. There were things left unsaid, things left undone, but they knew, the people that are closest to you know that you pulled away because of the Strength card in reverse, that you don't know how to remedy the situation. So the best thing you could do is to protect yourself, because this is fear. You know, you gotta, it looks like you're just, the fear is kind of sad, because, it's sad because it's saying that the fear, to me, it could be the guardedness and the ignoring each other, that you're afraid that you will never come back around to each other because you both are blocking your connection. This is true love here. You got the Two of Cups, that's true love. But these outside influences have ruined it. Or so they may think. We'll see how this reading goes. So what is it that you wish for? What is it that you desire concerning the connection between you and your person? Five of Swords in reverse. You want an apology. You want an apology. You wish this person would apologize. They did something. The deception, it could have been with this Queen of Swords person. They could have possibly third-partied you, had you in a third-party connection. You want this person to apologize, to admit to what they have done to you. For this, that you feel as though that they allowed these other people to sabotage the connection. There could have been 3 or more people, because we have the Three of Pentacles. There could have been 3 or more people at play here. Why is that Five of Swords there in the reverse? Ten of Swords. And what did I tell you? I told you that. You wish that they would apologize and admit to the betrayal, admit to what had happened that caused the ending. And also with the Ten of Swords in reverse, it's saying that you want a reconciliation. Two of Wands. This is a difficult situation. You want them to make a decision. Eight of Swords. There's a distance between the two of you. You may live far apart, away from each other. Or it's just saying that you're just not dealing with each other. You're not communicating. So, I want to pull one more card. Just because. All those cards are in the reverse. But it's saying that you want them to stop being indecisive. And you want them to fess up and to just admit to what was done wrong. And stop being so distant from you. It could be physically or it just could be emotionally. Hmm. This could be cutting off other ties with that Ace of Swords, because the Ace of Swords is talking about confusion and a lack of clarity. But it also can mean to wield this sword to cut off other avenues of. I'm just like, is every card in the reverse? King of Coins. So you could be dealing with a Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus, mainly a Taurus. So if this person we're dealing with, we're talking about, you want them to cut the bull. You're wishing that they would stop lying. If you are in communication with this person, you probably feel as though that they are lying to themselves, they lied to you, they let this thing play out, they let other people sabotage the connection between the two of you, and you just want this person to be a noble person, to step up and to tell you the truth about what's going on and why they did what they did to you. Why did they allow what had happened to happen to you in your connection? So what's going to be the outcome concerning this situation, or the possible outcome? Now, the Death card, I mean, this part here always leads up to the outcome. So we're having the Six of Swords, the Seven of Swords, and the Death card. Now, the Seven of Swords can also talk about sneaking away from the scene of a crime. And the Death card talks about an ending, but it also can mean a transformation. And with the Seven of Swords, that can also be devising a plan and gathering information, intel, secrets about a person, because you want to transform it. But we'll see what this outcome says first. Tower in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles. Queen of, that's your card. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. So we have a couple here. You're still at odds with each other. Maybe it is that your heart is hardened. Your heart is hardened right now. That you're considering, with the Seven of Coins, is saying that you're looking at the time invested in the relationship, but it could be also just being patient, waiting for change. Page of Wands in reverse. Okay, and a Chariot. All right, right now it looks like you could be dealing with a Cancer or a Scorpio. Sometimes the Tower could be avoiding a disaster, dodging a bullet, avoiding the catastrophe. It could be rebuilding something, but it looks like, are you up to the challenge to do so? I would believe that this situation has left you changed. And with that Page of Swords or Page of Wands in reverse, how can any of this change if there's a lack of communication? Have the Chariot card. The Chariot card talks about, it could be that to focus on oneself and just to move on. There could be something here that was hidden that you don't know about. And even though you may have time invested in a situation, if you choose to hold on to this situation, it still may leave you bitter. And with that Page of Wands in reverse, it's telling me that the person you're dealing with, as far as communication is involved, that it would not be good communication. It might erupt in arguments. I'm perplexed. Really am. And the Chariot talks about moving on. It could go after what you want, taking control and charge and going after what you want, full steam ahead. But it also could be that right now is a time, instead of you focusing on that situation, to focus on yourself. Because if you're coming up as the Queen of Coins in the reverse, it's saying that maybe right now should not be the time to communicate. Because if you do communicate, it will probably go poorly because of all the emotion that is built up. And I would say that to just focus on yourself right now. Because if you're the Queen of Coins in reverse, it's saying that right now you're not at your best. that you're unhealthy right now. You're probably not taking care of your health. You're probably like overindulging in alcohol or uh, drugs or eating or hanging out or doing unhealthy practices, wastefully spending your money trying to coat your pain. That I would say that this is the time to actually just what happened happened and put that on the back burner and focus on yourself because it looks like you need help. This situation may have changed your nature and set you back. Yeah, what did I say? I said you got to focus on yourself. Yes. Yes. I think that this is the time right now because of all this that had happened. It has created an unhealthiness inside of you. And it's time for you to get back to being the empress that you are. It's time to get back on track and to start healing and loving yourself. You can't help what happened. Um, this situation played out the way that it played out, and that's it. And it's time to get back on track. My dear Capricorns. I'm just peeking. I want to peek. Knight of Swords. Hold up. Yep, Nine of Coins. Yeah, this keeps saying the same thing. So it could have been that there's something that you don't know about that situation and that you may have actually dodged a bullet and you don't know about it. Okay, look at that Tower card and that Seven of Coins. The Seven of Coins could be that you should actually be thankful. But right now, this thing that you have gone through left you quite bothered. And it has taken you out of your element. It's time for you to get back on track. And with that Nine of Coins, it's talking about if you're single, be happy with being single. Work on being prosperous, okay? Knight of Swords and the the Nine of Coins. The Empress is saying focus on yourself, healing yourself, taking care of yourself, getting your money up. Put your energy into things that will be productive for you. So now this is here. Even though that might be bothersome to you, you know, and you felt as though that there was some deception that caused the demise and that mentally you're still hanging on to it, it may very well have been in your favor. And even though you may not like hearing that, um, it very well may be been in your benefit for it to play out the way that it did. Oh boy. So, oh boy. All right. Eight of if this is not talking about this person you're dealing with, it's saying that you do have spiritual union coming your way. And trapped in fear, you are getting over this past pain, this past hurt, and their Two of Cups is coming. It could be spiritual union with somebody else, or you may have a second go around with this person. But I would say first work on yourself. If this person comes back around, so be it. Oh boy, definitely. All right, this is the person you're dealing with. Universe in the reverse. That's the World card in reverse. So it looks like eventually this thing is going to come back around. So until then, I would suggest that you work on yourself. Look at that, new beginning, good gravy. Alrighty, second chances. So whatever this catastrophe was that has changed your nature, I'm going to tell you this. Work on yourself, okay? With the outcome cards and all the other stuff, work on yourself because get your mind right, become a stronger person because it looks like this person's coming back around for a new beginning. Emotional loss in a reverse. Wow. You guys are on a path of reconciliation. I could keep transformation, death card. Oh my gosh. So the death card is here too. The death card is on what's about to happen. So you got that twice. Okay. So, alrighty. Let's go back here. I know you're like, girl, move on. I can't. I got to go back here now. Because this is what's about to happen in the outcome. So this to me now looks to me like this is not even your energy. That this is their energy. That Six of Swords in reverse, the Seven of Swords, and the Death card. Now that, I'm sorry y'all. This is telling me that this person can't move on. And that they might be sneaking and spying and gathering information on you for a transformation, not an ending. Okay? Get your life back in order, because this person's coming back around. But be wonder wiser and stronger, okay? That is my reading for you, my dear Capricorns. Let me know if this is your reading in the comment section below. If you like my reading, subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe. And I will catch you on the next reading. As I always say, peace, love, and light to each and every one of you, from my heart chakra to yours. Peace and so much love. Thank you and goodbye.